almost live from the Herbert I. Greenberg Studios at WHIG. It's Up Late with Sam Bass.
Thank you, Scott Smith, and welcome to the show. First off, I want to thank our presenting sponsor, First Class Real Estate Triangle East. Make sure you keep them in mind if you're looking for a realtor. Always think of them first. Also, oh, by the way, they have lots of people out there, great people, some of which have already been on this show. Also, I want to thank our other sponsor, Metro Maintenance, right here in Rocky Mount, great organization. Their main man, Benton Moss, has also been on this show. So if you're getting to the point where you want a spring checkup on your air conditioning, make sure you call Metro. They can get you straight. Tonight, we have a new sponsor. Phil's Music Exchange in Wilson, 207 Tarboro Street, Wilson, North Carolina. This is the place I personally go to buy my vinyl. So if you're looking vinyl, this is the guy to go see. Not only does he have vinyl, he buys, sells, and trades vinyls, CDs, cassettes, video games, and more. He actually has little stereo systems you can buy in there. It's a cool place. It's one of my favorite places to go. And Phil also has a little story. I've got a story to share with you about our guest tonight and Phil's coming up. So a little bit about my guest tonight. He's something of a local celebrity. Maybe more so than I am. I know maybe more so than I am. He is a singer and a performer. He is a signed songwriter with BMI Music. That's very impressive. Television personality, radio host, great taste in suits. Folks, I'm talking about Russ Varnell. He is here tonight. He's also the lead singer of Russ Varnell and the Two Country Band. And if you hadn't had a chance to see them perform yet, please do, because it's a great show. So speaking of Two Country, our top 5 list tonight is all about some famous country hairdos, okay? You'll never catch me sporting one of these. Or would you? Let's get to it. Number 5. George the Possum Jones. His hair defied both logic and gravity. I mean, how much hairspray does it take to keep his hair in place? I guess old George probably spent almost as much time on his hairdo as he did drinking and whatnot. Number 4, Crystal Gale. That's Loretta Lynn's little sister and probably Rapunzel's country cousin. I don't think she's ever had a haircut. Damn, that's some long hair. She could probably use it as a makeshift hammock or even use it as a Snuggie. Number 3, Dolly Parton. She had epic hair she still does, but back in the day she really had epic hair. I mean, look at that. Now that is some country hair. There's country hair. That's how I should have said it. Of course, it's not her big hair that Dolly's really known for. What do you think I'm thinking about? I'm talking about her big voice. Number 2, the country Elvis himself, Conway Twitty. Now that is a masterpiece of a hairdo. I don't know how much product this man used on his hair, but I can tell you I would never light a match around him. Number 1, the number 1 country hairstyle was this guy. Rumor has it, this guy's nearly bald now. Never sang a country song in his life, but you must admit, that's a hell of a head of hair. So mystery man with the mane, I salute you. Sit tight, we'll be right back with the man himself, Russ Varnell.
Metro Maintenance has provided fast, reliable services in Nash, Edgecombe, and Halifax counties for over 35 years. Metro Maintenance offers services for residential, commercial, and institutional facilities. These services include heating and cooling, electrical, plumbing, and general repairs. Our numerous years of experience, knowledge, and resources help us to accomplish our mission of serving our customers with superior service achieved through integrity and hard work. All of our work is guaranteed. For service, call 252-977-2730 or find us on the web at metro-maintenance.com. First Class Real Estate Triangle East. When buying or selling a property, think of us first.
Welcome back. As promised, I'm sitting here with the man himself, Russ Varnell.
How you doing, Mr. Sam?
Thank you, Russ. Appreciate you being on here.
Oh, I appreciate you having me. I'm excited about it.
I tell you, I heard a story about you. So interesting.
Oh, what story was that?
I want to talk about Buck Owens because
Okay.
you've been a big fan of his since you were a little kid.
Yes, sir.
You actually got to meet him, and you even got on stage with him at the Grand Ole Opry, I believe. So tell me all about that.
Well, let's see. When I was a kid, I wrote him a letter when I was 13, and he wrote me back. And boy, I toted that letter around, kind of wore it out, showing it to everybody. I was so excited. We moved forward a couple of years. In 1998, I hear that Buck Owens has a nightclub in California, in Bakersfield. Mm-hmm. And I'd never been on an airplane before at that time. I talked my cousin into going with me, so we fly. It was almost like the Beverly Hillbillies on an airplane.
I remember that episode.
Yeah, there is a whole episode like
Yeah, I know.
that. And anyway, so we go to California, and we get to meet Buck Owens, and I wrote him a letter and told him I was coming, and so he called us backstage, and we got to meet him, and he was kind of quizzing me to see if I was the real deal, because I guess a lot of people tell famous people, oh, I'm your biggest fan.
Right.
And so
Pete, that happens to me a lot.
I was, see, I was going to tell you that. That's what I was about to tell you in just a second. But anyway, so that was great. I got to meet him and finally saw him perform. It was like my lifelong dream. And then I go back home, and the crazy thing is, I played at the State Fair every year in Raleigh, and this guy had a wax exhibit trailer full of like statues of famous people. And he had a Buck Owens guitar in there. And
Red, white, and blue?
Yes, sir. And when Buck was at the height of his popularity, they sold those guitars through Sears, and it's called a Buck Owens American. And so I would try to buy that guitar, but he wouldn't sell it to me. And finally he said, I'm going to sell it to you. And he said, I'm selling everything. He said, I had a statue of Buck Owens, but I sold it. And I had a suit that was on it. But do you want to buy the suit? And so I was like 20-some years old, which was not that long ago, right? No, I'm just kidding.
I was 20 just a couple of years ago.
But anyway, I talked him into throwing the suit in with the guitar, and when I got it, it had Buck Owens' name sewn in it, and it had Nudies of Hollywood, the label in it. And so I called out there, and it ended up being one of two suits that somebody had stole from him in the 60s.
Wow.
And he's wearing it on the cover of like the Together Again album cover. And so, long story short, I donated it back to his museum, and he flies me out there for his 70th birthday party, and pays for everything. And I'm on stage with Brad Paisley and Dwight Yoakam and Gary Allen. And
Over here, it's the watermelon suit. Watermelon color. It's the first suit I ever had, and we got it stolen way back about 1963.
That was before I was born, so I didn't do it.
Yeah, wasn't you, right? And so he sent it to us, and he's gracious enough to let us have it and put it here in the museum, and otherwise we'd never have it. You know, when something's the first one, it's kind of like the first girl, you know. I mean, your first wife or something, you know. Well, I mean, you really feel strong about things like that. Russ, he let us have it, and I thank you, Russ.
It was my pleasure. I'd give you another one if I had another one.
I told him there was one other one stole with it. If you found it, bring it too, would he?
If y'all see a blue one out there, y'all bring it to
Now, what year was this?
this would have been, let's see, this would have been 2000.
Okay.
Yep. And so, man, time flies. But
Yeah.
But through that, I got to visit with him backstage again, and then just would ask me every time I would go. He said, "What do you want to sing tonight, son?" And so I'd get up and sing with him from 2000 until he passed away in 2006, like twice a year.
That is very awesome.
Very some of my most proudest moments on stage, but some of my most nervous moments on
I can imagine. I can imagine. So I can't imagine, going from the age of 13 to being a little older and actually getting to meet and perform with your idol.
And it really was. It was like I tell people, if you could pick anybody you wanted in history and get to meet, most of the time that's unobtainable, or there's no way to do it. And so I was really blessed. I don't know how it happened, but it was just amazing, man.
That is very cool. So speaking of the suits, you have a few yourself.
Yes, sir.
And I'm guessing they didn't come from Sears or J.C. Penney's.
No, sir.
So tell me a little bit about the suits you wear.
Well, some of them, Sam, are like famous people suits. Some of the singers, I got like some Mel Tiller suits, Bill Anderson, Jim
Whispering
Brown. Yeah, Whispering Bill, that's right. And some classic country singers' outfits. And then some I had Manuel make.
Manuel who?
His name is Manuel Cuevas.
Okay.
And he is a designer in Nashville, Tennessee. And anyway, he made Porter Wagner suits, made Elvis's, and Manuel's in his late 80s now, and he put Johnny Cash in black. The first time Johnny Cash was ever put in black. Like in the 50s, he was wearing white suits.
It's kind of his trademark.
Yeah. And he made suits for John Lennon and all these people. If you go to his website, you'll see it. Yeah.
That is very cool.
And they are not cheap, but they are very valuable.
I can imagine.
Yeah, it's like a...
And they'll be valuable as years go by.
I hope so, yes, sir. And they
So
might get repossessed while I'm on stage sometime, I'm not sure.
I hope not. So you've got your own show here on WHIG, as some people call it. I heard somebody call it the Superstation, WHIG.
Well, hey, I think so.
We're not exactly quite to the WTBS, but
I remember
Robbie
that.
is a lot like Ted Turner.
I've heard that, yeah.
So tell me about your show. So viewers who have not already seen it, what could they expect?
Oh, well, Mr. Sam, we've been on the air since 2009 here, and every week. And I show myself and my band, and then me and my best friend do some comedy sometimes. And then we show clips of like George Jones or Porter Wagner or Dolly Parton.
The good stuff.
Or Buck Owens, yeah. And I try to tie it in with the anniversary of one of them passing away, their anniversary of that, or if they're in the news and they're still alive for some reason, and make it some reason why I'm showing that clip that particular week. Yes,
So
sir.
on this show, we have a nemesis. A guy by the name of John Check who's got a show on here.
Well, now tell me who John Check is now?
See, the fact that he doesn't know who John Check is a victory for me. John has a show on here. If you have insomnia, make sure you watch it, because it will definitely
Wake you up?
it'll put you to sleep.
I would have put you to sleep. Okay.
But do you have a nemesis? Anybody out there? Could we possibly be nemesis? I don't think we could.
We couldn't.
We're too good at guys.
Yeah, we're vibing here, man. I don't know if we could be nemesis.
I don't think so.
I do have some, but I don't know if I got some ex-girlfriends. I got a list of those, yeah.
Probably a good idea not to mention those.
Yeah.
So you're a busy guy. You've got a show here, a show on the Big Dog radio station,
Yes, sir.
and tell me a little bit, how's that going for you?
Man,
I hear a lot of good things about it.
I am so proud of being associated with WHIG TV, first of all, for all these years. And then also, I got invited to host a morning show at the Big Dog last year. And the guy that was doing the morning show was trying to stunt me on like classic country songs, and luckily he wasn't able to do it.
I bet he wasn't able to do it.
So it went so good. I got to talking with the manager of the station, and I was like,
Kevin.
He's like, we should have
Good
you
guy.
back on. And I was like, well, I said, why don't you let me do a show? And so that's how that all came about.
Well, that's pretty good.
And so it's every Sunday from 5 o'clock until 8, and I'm playing everything from the 40s up into the 2000s.
All right.
And
Very
some
cool.
Russ Varnell songs too, yeah.
Well, I love the old stuff. I don't like really much of the new stuff. I'm like Robbie here is. We like the old country music.
Yes, sir.
So let me ask you, how did you come up with the name Two Country Band?
Well, we were playing somewhere, and I didn't have a name for the band yet, and a guy that was the booker for that particular venue. He said, "Man, y'all are really good, Russ. I love your band." He said, "But you're kind of too country." and at the same time, Whispering Bill Anderson had written a song called "Too Country," and Brad Paisley recorded it, and recorded it with George Jones and Buck Owens and Bill Anderson. And so I just all of a sudden, both of those things kind of happened at the same time. I said, "That's the name of the band, right?"
That makes sense.
So yeah.
So I got to tell a story. We've got a new sponsor, Phil's over in Wilson, the record shop over in Wilson.
Oh, love Phil.
I went in there and I was looking for an instrumental Buckaroos album.
Oh, wow.
And I asked him about it and he said, "Man, every time I get that, I got one guy that comes in here and buys up all that stuff." I said, "Was it Russ Varnell?" He said, "Yep." So I'm going to have to get with you and get some of this stuff. I'm looking at some of the instrumental Buckaroo stuff. This is great.
I have it. I have whatever you want. I'll make you copies. I got them all. Yes, sir.
That's funny because and Phil's is a great place. I love going over there, man. That's just like
it's
walking into heaven.
It's like a candy store.
It really is.
I'll go in there sometimes and I say, "I'm not going to buy anything. I'm just going to go see what he's got," but it never works out that way.
Never. I always say what you said, the term candy store. I say that about two things: record stores like that and music stores.
Oh, man.
I'm like you. I mean, the guitars hanging on the wall, that's like candy to me.
Yes, sir.
So I want to ask you about something. So you would say that Buck Owens is probably your biggest influence musically?
Buck Owens and George Jones.
George Jones.
Yep, both
I was
of them.
wondering who else was an influence.
Yes, sir. Buck, George, and I'm a big Porter Wagner fan because if you watch Porter through the years or his old shows, he was such an entertainer. He could just talk and didn't even have to sing. He could entertain you, you know. And big Dale Reeves fan as well. If you remember Dale, Girl on the Billboard and all that, yeah.
And you write your own music?
Yes, sir. I do covers, but I do write songs as well. Yes, sir.
So the song "In Everybody's Arms But Mine," you wrote that song?
I did. It's about a girl from Nash County, actually.
Really?
It sure is.
So we need to dig a little deeper on that, or just kind of leave that subject alone?
Well, if she's watching, she probably knows. If she does know, that's about her, matter of fact.
So, do you like being out on the road, or do you like are you a homebody, or how do you consider yourself?
Well, I work my day job Monday through Friday, and then I play music on the weekends, and then Sunday is usually a day of rest for people, but Sunday I'm getting up, drinking coffee in the morning, and getting ready to get here to do my show at 3, and then radio from 5 to 8, so I'm got a pretty full schedule.
Sounds like you're a busy guy.
Yes, sir.
So I sometimes think this younger generation, they don't know what real country music is.
I totally agree, yeah.
You know, can you elaborate on what you think real country music is?
Man, it's hard to put into words, so many words. I'd say listening to a George Jones record, a Buck Owens record, even George Strait, some of the early George Strait. Love Alan Jackson. So many people like that can give you great examples. Tammy Wynette, man, or Loretta Lynn, but they had feeling in their songs. I always believe in the show you need to make them laugh, you need to make them cry, and you just need to get every emotion. That's what I always heard.
Well, I think the newer country music is somewhat repetitive. It's like the same stuff over and over.
Truck down a dirt road and
sitting at the pond drinking beer, sitting on the tailgate, that kind of thing. But so if you were gonna name, you mentioned a few must listen to albums or artists, who would that be?
Oh man, so many people say this is the greatest country album ever made if you ask Brad Paisley. In fact, when Brad Paisley was inducted into the Grand Ole Opry, if you go back and look on YouTube, he requested from Buck Owens' family that he wore the outfit that Buck Owens is wearing on the Live at Carnegie Hall album. And they did it in '66, but it's Buck Owens Live at Carnegie Hall. That is the perfect country album.
Perfect country album. You heard it here, folks.
Yep.
Get it and listen to it.
There you go.
So I also read that you volunteered your time at some of the rest homes, things like that.
I have done that a lot through the years, yes sir. And,
I bet that's very rewarding to you.
It is. You know, the other week we were at one of those rest homes and I was playing. There was a little old man sitting on the front row, and he held his head down. He didn't laugh. He didn't clap. He didn't pat his foot. We played happy songs, sad songs, everything you could do, drinking, cheating songs. And at the end of the day, end of the night, the show, I said, "Sir, I just want to tell you one thing. I hope you get better." And he looked up at me, said, "Russ, I hope you do too."
Yeah, well, that's good.
But anyway.
So, you know, I got to tell you folks, if you haven't been to a Russ Varnell show, you've got to go, especially if you love classic country music.
Well,
because, you know, he's not going to be out there singing this newer stuff. It's going to be all the old stuff that you're going to love.
All the stuff that you remember and grew up with, from Hank Sr. to Buck Owens, George Jones to George Strait and Alan Jackson.
So what's the best place for people to see you perform live?
Oh, luckily we have got so many venues that we are in rotation at. The greatest one, I think, in North Carolina right now is a place in Winston-Salem, Earl's, that we play. So really unbelievable. Our kids are going crazy and jumping on stage with us and hollering for George Jones and stuff is crazy. But we played at Nash Art Center in Nashville, Bud's Tavern in Youngsville, play some venues in Wilson. But we got a website, just russvarnell.com, and it's got our schedule up there. And we're going on our 21st year as a band. So,
wow.
Yeah, for
That's
21
very
years.
impressive.
Yes, sir.
So have you had pretty much the same members the whole time?
I did for about 17 years, and when COVID happened, it just seemed like everything went crazy.
Oh, yeah.
So we had a big changeover, so kind of had to rebuild the band. So,
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So you're out there still doing it though?
Yes, sir.
So if you get a chance, is it russvarnell.com?
It is, yes, sir.
So go to russvarnell.com, check out where, I'm not supposed to say check out because that's too close to check it out. But look into his website, see where he's at, and make sure you go see him.
I appreciate
I
it.
promise you, you're going to have a good time.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it.
And I want to thank you so much, Russ, for being on
We want to get
here.
you up to do a duet with us next time, man.
I don't think you want that to happen.
We can let you lip sync. Come on, man.
Yeah, I don't think you want that to happen, but you know, you never know if I have enough of these.
Hey.
It's potential.
I always tell the people at our shows when we do play family places, but when we play bars, I say the more you drink, the better we sound. I said, if you drink enough, we'll be the best band you've ever heard.
That is so true. Well, Russ, thanks so much. I really appreciate the time.
Well,
We're going to
thank you.
have you back up here again.
Well,
thank you so much.
My pleasure. Yes, sir. Thank you.
We'll be right back.
I don't care.
Hey, this is the first song I ever knew the words to in my entire life, y'all. I used to sit in my daddy's room listening to Buck Owens' I Don't Care album. So.
All right, Russ.
Well, I don't care if the sun don't shine. I don't care if the bells don't chime. Just as long as you love me. I don't care if the world don't turn. I don't care if the gents won't gin. Just as long as you love me. So, darling, let it rain, let it snow, let the cold north wind blow. Just as long as you love me. North to south, east to west, you know I will stand the test. Just as long as you love me. Tell me. Woo! Yeah. Oh, that's country music, y'all. Y'all give them a hand. Well, I don't care if the birds don't sing. I don't care if the bells don't ring. Just as long as Buck loves me. I don't care if the world don't turn. I don't care if the fire don't burn. Just as long as you love me. So, darling, let it rain, let it snow, let the cold north wind blow. Just as long as you love me. North to south, east to west, you know I will stand the test. Just as long as you love me. Oh, darling, just as long as you love me. Woo! Woo! Thank
All
y'all.
right, Russ. Varnell, my pal from North Carolina.
Metro Maintenance has provided fast, reliable services in Nash, Edgecombe, and Halifax counties for over 35 years. Metro Maintenance offers services for residential, commercial, and institutional facilities. These services include heating and cooling, electrical, plumbing, and general repairs. Our numerous years of experience, knowledge, and resources help us to accomplish our mission of serving our customers with superior service achieved through integrity and hard work. All of our work is guaranteed. For service, call 252-977-2730 or find us on the web at metro-maintenance.com. First Class Real Estate Triangle East. When buying or selling a property, think of us first.
Hey, I want to thank my special guest, Russ Varnell, for coming on tonight. Super interesting conversation. And let me remind you, try to go see him when you can. I wanted to talk about our Maggie Society Dog of the Week named Thursday, which is so appropriate because that's the night we air. She is a mixed breed shelter survivor that loves other dogs and kids, but cats, not so much. So all you cat ladies out there, you know who you are. Don't bother with this dog. She's looking for a pet human to sit and read and watch TV with her. Taking the car, out on trips, that kind of thing. So visit the Maggie Society today and meet this dog named Thursday. Find out more about this beautiful pup. This is a great organization. Don't forget about Maggie Palooza coming up on May the 4th. Every Thursday night at 10 o'clock right here on the Superstation WHIG. It's Up Late with Sam Bass. Don't miss it. See you soon.